Okay, I don't know what you've done, but someone is thinking of you so much that it is messing with their head a little bit. You know what I mean? This is a morning, noon, and night kind of thing, but it's not just that they're thinking of you, they are also sensing you, feeling you. It's in a way you are all encompassing, you know? You're inescapable, you're inevitable. And this makes them question their entire reality, where it's like, what the heck? What the heck is actually going on? It's really intense, okay? First of all, this reading is not for everyone. It's a very specific collective I'm talking to. I'm also filming this after midnight, so get ready for an intense message because whenever I'm filming later at night, this is pretty deep, okay? They are going back and forth in their mind. First of all, I feel like you are splitting the deck well. You're the Hermit. You're in a no contact situation, or you're currently not texting, not talking. There is something unspoken, you know? Something is lingering. There's this tension in the air between you where there is so much unspoken, yet at the same time, what is spoken between your hearts is so loud. It's so loud. And I'm seeing them with that lantern. I really feel the nighttime is very important for you because you're connecting at night and you have these energetic exchanges with them where it's like you did something to that person that they just can't explain. They can't explain it. They can't understand it. But it's also, they can't get enough of it, if you know what I mean. Like you have this effect. They're trying to figure out what you've done, but they can't because there's nothing to figure out, you know? You're someone, the star also, you're someone, you're not even trying. This is it, you're not even trying. You're not doing anything crazy. You're just existing and you have this effect on them. Like something about your light shines brighter, especially with the lantern and the star here. And also, wow, this is also, you probably can't see it, but in the lantern is also, there's a star within the lantern, which is like a crazy coincidence here. They are longing for this feeling that only you can bring. Only you can bring it. I'm also hearing do you know that song, like, only you can the mate of this world seem right? Or something like it. Look it up. That just came to my mind. You came into that person's life, you crashed into their life, and ever since nothing has been the same. And I do sense that this is a connection that is very special, okay? You both know it, you can both feel it and sense it, that there's more to your connection, yet it has not been spoken out loud. And they are really in distress, I'm hearing, because with the water here, they have a lot of emotions that are floating around, you know, if I might say it like this. Like the water energy is emotions. Their emotions run deep, but they're not really expressing them. Also the cards, a little bit hard to shuffle today. Okay, but we have the Three of Wands coming out. There's an intention that they have for long-term stability with you. Oh God, okay. I was just hearing they might be afraid of emotional commitment. Wow. Okay. And the Fool underneath, you're joking. And the High Priestess. Wow. Oh God, it's a real storyline that is unfolding here. Wow. Let me unpack that really quick. This is someone, I'm seeing them really like this, awake at night. And it feels like they're in a way a little bit paralyzed because they want to reach out to you. I can sense that there is something they want to say to you. And I've also channeled a message from them, which, okay, so the way this reading came to me when it started, it often starts a couple of days before I film it, where it was like the message I never sent. You know what I never said to you, because there's something unfinished, you know? It's just, you both know it, you both feel it, no one is saying it, but you're having these intense energetic exchanges, and whoever they are awake at night, and that is giving the energy of, what have I done? What have I done? There is regret. There is this sense of like replaying things in their mind, where I'm seeing them. They're awake at night. Let's say it's 2 a.m. You know, they're in their bedroom and they cannot quiet their mind, because their mind keeps coming back to you almost automatically, you know, almost naturally. And then it's like they are thinking about beautiful things, like scenarios with you, like what it would be like to be with you with that new beginning, you know, like a new beginning, a new chance, a new chapter. I'm hearing taking chances, taking a leap of faith in love, you know, trusting that it can be that good again. That is one side of the coin. And the other side is, deep down, there is a layer of insecurity that keeps them from reaching out to you. They might have, you know, people who have that imposter syndrome, you know. Well, there's so much. Okay, first of all, they might have gone through a lot in their relationships, not with you, okay, with other people, that led them to almost this automatic assumption that something is gonna go wrong. You know how sometimes we're already making up the worst case scenario before it even starts? Like, I am sometimes catching myself like that too, where I keep going places in my mind where I'm stopping myself and I'm like, do you really want to put that on this situation, like that outcome, before it even really starts? Like, what are you doing? And they're kind of finally catching themselves that they're doing this. They're getting over these patterns, you know, where it's like they do want to, actually, this is what they want, okay? They want to take that leap of faith, and they want that stability, because that is kind of like I was hearing guilty pleasure. You know, when you want nothing more. You want nothing more than to actually trust, than to actually believe that it gets to be that good again, that love gets to be that good. But it's kind of like a guilty pleasure, because you're like, can I really? What if I really give into this? What if I give into all these feelings? What's going to happen? Am I going to lose the ground beneath me? Am I going to lose control? But in love, you have to, if you really want to love deeply, you know what I mean? Because this is a very romantic person, okay? From the outside looking in, I'm picking up on someone who has a poker face, or they might seem detached. It might seem like they are giving you the silent treatment, but within themselves, there's almost like a storm that's brewing together. And whenever they are awake at night, it's almost, Spirit was saying the silence is loud, and it's almost like it's screaming at them. You know, when it's silent and no one's awake, and you're in bed at night and it's so loud that you almost like you're putting the pillow over your head, like, oh God, make it stop. But then this is necessary. Spirit is saying it is necessary to make them realize what they're actually doing, because this person's rationality is their biggest issue that is standing in the way. Because, you know, when you pick apart everything before it even starts, you know, before it even starts, you're already picking it apart. You're like, oh, but what if that goes wrong? And what if that person, and this is someone other than you, like you're the high priestess in that energy. You are somewhat intuitive. I mean, you're different. You're intuitive. You're tuned and tapped in. You knew it from the beginning that there's more to your connection, but you were also able to let it in and let it out. Talk about it. Talk it out. They're not. So it's like some people try to rationalize everything while you're more the feeling. Let me just feel it. Let me feel it. Let me really, you're diving into this. You're daring, you know, you're daring, you're courageous. And that is also, by the way, what they love about you. What kind of, it's like two magnets I'm seeing. They get pulled into that because they would like to be more like you, okay, if you know what I'm saying. Like they see you, even if you might not be the most outgoing person, you know, they're the hermit, more reserved, even if you might not be the extrovert, but you have something to you. It's a very specific energy that you have to you, who you are, where it's like you just do your thing. You just do your thing. And they can feel that. And they're actually ready to leave this behind. And the way that you might feel it, the way that this is coming through is you might get these intense bursts, you know? You're having like telepathy with them, because honestly, this connection cannot be understood, only felt. This can't be explained, rationalized, only felt. And you're having this, I see really like a thread, okay, that goes from you to them. And that thread can be tangled, you know, and stretched, but it can never be broken, you know, just like the red string theory, where two people are connected in a way that is not logical. But no matter how far they are apart, no matter the circumstances, no matter if they haven't spoken in weeks, this is going on with you, you know? And every time that you see them already as this confident self that is approaching you, the version that you know exists, you're strengthening the bond. You're kind of laying the groundwork, the foundation for your new beginning, for that, because it's really a new start for both of you, you know? Even if, let's say, you're currently not texting, you're not talking or meeting up in the 3D physical realm, you can still get into their mind, okay? This is not something evil. It is not like you are manipulating them in some way, shape, or form. You're just tuning into their energetic frequency. You, as a very intuitive person, you have these knowings. You need to more like trust that this is really you picking up on their energy, because you are. Every single one of us is telepathic. It's just like we're not aware that we're doing this every single day. You're doing this with everyone in your reality, and you can really, I have such an amazing method, by the way. It's the photo method. It's in my guide, okay? And I'd really like you to try that out, because especially when you're in no contact, I know what I'm talking about, because, you know, I'm on the twin flame journey. It's been 2.5 years. I've been through a couple rough patches, might I say, where I was really like desperate. I was really at my wit's end, okay? But if you truly tune into this, first of all, just stay open. And you look into that person's eyes, right? You might know that when you have a soul connection. There's something about the eyes, something almost like you can feel it in your body that is happening to you when you do that. There are a couple more things that you're doing with the photo method. This goes beyond just like, okay, look into their eyes, but you really connect to them on a soul level. With that method, you can tap into this energy, their hidden feelings, what they're not showing you on the outside, because your higher selves are communicating. So on an energetic level, there is no such thing as no contact, quote unquote, you know? You know what's really going on behind that poker face? It's wild, okay? So honestly, if you want to try that, I'll go to the link down below. I've really collected all my findings, everything I've learned that also helped me and gave me comfort, because when that started for me with these signs, the synchronicities and everything, I was thrown into this. I had no idea what was going on. The only thing I had was like Reddit forums, and they were not very encouraging. And I had to figure out everything on my own. So I really can encourage you to try it out. It's an amazing thing to also bond with that person on an energetic level. But let's see. Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So here's the deal. This is what they would like to offer. And that kind of correlates with the message that I want to read to you in a second. The kind of the message that they didn't send to you. They would like to offer something physical. Even though, yeah, right, the connection, the physical is not going on right now, but they would like to offer something physical. And this is in these nights when they are alone, when they are awake, when you're all they can think about, you know what I mean? When it's like almost their mind is racing. You know, when that feeling when your mind is racing, running wild, your body is tired. You want to sleep, but you can't because your mind is racing. It's not in a, it's not in a negative way, okay? I want to emphasize that because what they're seeing is flashes of a vision of a future with you. They are fully aware. First of all, the Hermit is also about getting to know yourself, getting to know your deeper layers. When you met, they were able to access parts of who they are that they hadn't seen before because you were like a revelation, like a mystical experience, and this made them confront themselves. Like, when you are not speaking and this silence is going on between you, I want you to know that in this silence, everything is happening, okay? I'm not joking. I know it's super frustrating because I've been there, and I'm not going to tell you like it's not frustrating because you have all the rights to feel frustrated right now. The thing is, nothing happens without a reason, without a purpose, and there is a deeper reason why they had to sit in this silence that was literally cutting like a knife, like screaming at them. Because this made this person face their own insecurities that they would not have faced without it. Because you know how we are as humans. We go on and on and on, not looking at the insecurities because we don't want to look at them, because it is not fun. It's not fun to sit with yourself and face your innermost, all these things that keep coming up. And weirdly enough, this is what confused them a little bit. It's like, why is that happening? Like, what the heck is going on with me? But like, I don't want to let you go. And this ties in together with the message, okay? This is basically, I feel, what they want to say to you, the message I channeled from them. See that as really that 2 a.m. message. Because I'm not kidding you when I'm saying I'm seeing them typing out messages to you. And they're pulling back. And I want you to know it's not because of you. It's not like they're typing in a message, not sending it because they don't want you or like you or they don't want to express it, but it's more so they're standing in their own way. So I'm rambling. Here's what they're saying. I'm sitting here at night and you're all I can think about. The longer I waited, the harder it got. Sometimes I feel like I can't stop myself from doing the wrong things. I hope you're still going to hear me out after all of this. You might think I don't care, but I knew it. I felt it from the start. I was like, you're into me? That can't be true. Like, how can someone like you want someone like me? It's tearing me apart. I don't want to imagine a life without you. It's all I want, and I hope you can take me as I am, even if I'm still learning how to be a better me. And this is how I feel about the Hermit. The Hermit is someone who retreats into silence, solitude, walks across a rugged path onto a mountain, climbing that mountain alone, only has that little lantern, which is, metaphorically speaking, the mountain is, of course, the spiritual journey, these obstacles, the dark night of the soul, And that light is your awareness or your consciousness. So by them being alone with their own insecurity, with everything that is going on underneath the surface. Insecurities, doubts coming up, fear, anxiety. Sometimes fears that seem so irrational. Because sometimes we're faced with fears, there are fears of losing someone, which is kind of making sense. But then there are also fears of, what if it gets real? What if it's really that good? Can I let that in? This is also a fear that's coming up for them, I feel. It's also the fear of it being that good. Because then there's an underlying assumption of, what if it breaks apart? What if this ends like all these other relationships, all these other experiences of the past? Because there is a lot of hurt, betrayal, dishonesty, And they want nothing more than to be who they are, and they hope that it's enough for you. They really do, because they have seen you in your fullness, in who you truly are, and that is so beautiful. Like, it's really your energy. This person fell in love with your soul, not just what they see on the outside, which is obviously very attractive to them. But no, it's who you are. Your true self, your true self. This is so beautiful. Honestly, I'm getting carried away. But I want to tell you guys, we are heading very, very closely to the 8-8 portal. This is a very special time. I feel that the connection is even more heightened during these portal days. It's like you might have vivid dreams of them, have these moments where you just can feel their energetic presence very clearly. You might have songs that come up, like for me, that happened a lot on my twin flame journey, especially in the beginning, where I was like overwhelmed because I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, this is wild. Until I finally realized that telepathy is really happening, because in the beginning, I thought I was going crazy, okay? And the lovers, okay. This is really wild. The Lovers card coming out. Okay, for the end of the reading, amazing. Like, the thing is, your connection is already going on. I want you to honor that and celebrate that and focus on that instead of focusing on the no contact or the silence between you, and realize that it's not really silence. Because you can see these signs and synchronicities. You have that inner knowing. You are that intuitive, and the veil is extremely thin around the 8-8 portal. Lionsgate portal is one of my favorites throughout the year. It has this energy, in summer, it's that passionate energy. And there is a lot of passion that is going on between you, that slow burn, that intensity. And I want you to harness that energy. I have created a ritual that you can do, okay? It's a twin flame ritual. So if you don't resonate with the twin flame energy, it might not be for you. But if you are on the journey, I invite you to do the ritual. It's an amazing guided ritual for you with an extra that you're going to do right on the portal day, an extra love spell or love ritual for your twin flame to set intentions for your journey. And you will get it for free among downloading the telepathy workbook. So everyone who purchases the telepathy workbook will get the ritual. I cannot wait to do that myself. I've had such amazing moments, with these rituals where you can just feel how your connection deepens and how your need, this need to have that physical movement, to constantly look at the physical and constantly check and constantly, this unease, this unrest is just fading. And you feel, I don't know how to say it, but just a bliss in the here and now, like feel that it's here now. And that is such a beautiful way of celebrating this special connection. So grab it while it lasts. It's going to be on this whole entire week for the Lionsgate portal. I'm really excited. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, then go to the link down below. I do offer manifestation sessions wherever you're at in your journey. You can always reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you and so glad to be able to be in that privileged position to be able to offer these calls. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being part of this wonderful community. I don't know, I just have so much gratitude in my heart for all of you. Just wanted to let you know that. And if you stayed until the end, thank you. And subscribe to not miss out on more videos. That was it. I want to stop rambling now. And I want to see you around in the next one.